Hi everybody, Kathy here from Kathy's Keto, Ronnie's WW Healthy Journey. This morning I'm making a crust for a pizza that we are going to have this evening. It's the Fathead pizza dough crust. So what you do is 2 cups of grated mozzarella, and I chose to buy the brick and shred it myself. 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. This was just an open package that I had from before. And give that a little stir. Pop into the microwave for 1 minute. And when it comes out of the microwave, I will stir it again, pop it in for 30 seconds more, and all you want is for it to be basically melted, your cheese melted. And then I'm going to add 1 egg, 3/4 cup of almond flour, and Italian spices. I'm going to put a little oregano, a little garlic, and a little bit of basil. Then it will go on parchment paper, piece of parchment paper on top, and roll it out and pop that into the oven for 10 minutes on 425. That's just about done. So as you can see, it's melted. So now we're going to give it a stir. The directions say put it in another 30 seconds. Yeah, no, not necessary. So I guess that would just depend on the strength of your microwave oven. So this was actually in even less than a minute. Okay, so next is to add 3/4 cup of almond flour. I have that pre-measured, and 1 egg. There we go. And stir this up. Going to add some spices. You don't need to add spices, and actually another thing you can do with the cheese is add a different flavor of cheese. I would stick to the mozzarella because it's not as fatty, whereas cheddar, the consistency would be different. But I think a little bit would be yummy if you like cheddar cheese. And oregano. Now we like oregano, but we put it on our pizza anyway, so I don't feel like I need a lot. And this is what I put. So I'm gonna mix this up. It actually mixes up very well. It's not hard to mix. I just have a fork. It smells good. So I like this because it's healthy ingredients: almond flour, cheese. Of course, you know, it's not your steak and veggie meal. What I'm saying is it's not exactly whole foods, which I like to stick to, but it's definitely a yummy way to make a pizza. And we like to do that on the weekend. Okay, so there it is. So it's sticky, which is why you're putting parchment on top. And save this fork because I'm going to prick it so that it doesn't bubble up. And this is kind of a oval shape. That's what you're going to get at the end, of course, as you roll it out. We don't care about the shape. So parchment paper on top, and gently roll it out. I like to turn it so that I'm getting a nice even circle. And the thickness, I think it would be 1/4 of an inch, perhaps between 1/8 of an inch and 1/4. We prefer a thin crust anyway, and I've had this before. It's really nice because it doesn't, it's not floppy, but it does cook up nice. Now I'm going to do this now, pop it into the oven, of course let it cool. Yeah, I think a little bit thinner. Let it cool and put it in the fridge for later. I've made these before and frozen them, which is really handy to have in the fridge. Actually, when I'm done this video, I think that I will take the time and grate up the cheese and have a couple maybe in the freezer. So there's the thickness. Let's see. So there's the size. I can take that off because so it's a good size, and I'm not sure if you can see the thickness of it. There it is. But you know what? There's no right or wrong. Make it as thick as you like, thin as you like. I'm going to save that to the next one. So the bottom parchment paper, just pop onto a pan, and that's going into the oven for 10 minutes. So maybe what I'll do is do this in a two-part video. So when it comes out of the oven, I'll end it now, and when it comes out of the oven, I will do a quick video. So take your fork and prick holes all through it. And okay, so I'm going to put this in. The directions say 10 minutes. I'm going to go for 8 minutes. Have a look at it. As soon as it starts to cook on top, you're done. And then I'm going to flip it. I found that when I made it before, it gave it a nice finish on both sides by flipping it. And then when it goes back in the second time, you're only putting it in a couple minutes and then back out. So there it is, going into the oven. And when it comes out of the oven, I'll make a part 2 video for this because I don't know how to pause. Anyway, bye for now. Have a great day, everyone.